With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Like the tender creeper reaches for nearby trees, like the river reaches for the sea, if the spirit of the mind reaches for the lotus feet of Pasupati and stays there always, then that state is called devotion. Please continue watching for more wisdom from the Hindu master Jagatguru Adi Shankaracharya, vegetarian.
Going vegan was the best decision. The effects that it's having on my body are amazing. Elijah Hall, vegan.
Laskus means welcome in Nepalese. I am Ballab. The kind-hearted people of Nepal share bliss and joy with you. May God uplift your spiritual practice through His grace and compassion. Welcome to part 1 of selections from Jagatguru Adi Shankaracharya's hymns, Shivananda Lahari, Slokas 48 to 84. O Lord, even after realizing that the truth that there is no real difference between Jiva or the individual soul and Brahman or God, I beg to state that I am yours and not that you are mine. The wave belongs to the ocean, not the ocean to the waves. This is a prayer to Lord Vishnu by the dedicated Jagatguru Adi Shankaracharya, who wrote many poems expressing his love for God. Born in 8th century India, Jagatguru Adi Shankaracharya showed an early interest in spiritual life. By age 8, he had read and understood all of the Vedic scriptures. After receiving permission to leave home in pursuit of spiritual attainment, he met and received instruction from Guru Govinda Bhagavad-pada. Shankaracharya went on to write commentaries on the ancient doctrine, Advaita Vedanta, as well as the Bhagavad Gita and the 10 principal Upanishads. He became known as the founder of the Smartha tradition, which brought together several branches of the Hindu faith and highlights the oneness of the inner self or Atman with the Supreme God or Nirgun Brahman. Shankaracharya also composed 72 hymns of praise and reverence for the divine, dedicated to Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva. The Upadesha Sahasri, meaning 1,000 teachings, was also written by him. To support spiritual devotion and study, he traveled throughout India and established 4 large Hindu monasteries that are still active today. At the age of 32, Jagatguru Shankaracharya was said to have completed his mission on earth as he achieved Videha Mukti or freedom from embodiment. Shivananda Lahari or Waves of the Bliss of Shiva is one of the devotional hymns composed by Adi Shankaracharya. We will now share with you excerpts from Shivananda Lahari. Sloka 48. filled with water of perennial happiness, seat of the lotus-like heart of sages and devas, clear and approached by the birds of good people, that which removes the dirt of sins, which emits the smell of goodness, and which is the lake of meditation of Shiva, may be reached permanently by you, of mind which is the best of swans, why instead go and reach this small puddle of common world, which is the resort of the mean, and suffer the strains of aimless travel. Sloka 49. Irrigated by the water of joy, which is like nectar, and sprouted from the devotion to the lotus feet of Shiva, this creeper of devotion would catch on the branches of the firm character, and climb and spread on the high frame of mind, which has branches and sub-branches, and grow luxuriantly with sinless actions and deeds of devotion, and give me daily forever the sweet fruit of salvation, which is sweet to the mind. Sloka 53. I serve and worship that Lord who has the blue sky as the plume, who has thousands of eyes like Adi Shesha, who is the Lord of snakes, who teaches pranava or cosmic sound to those who bow, with blessings and wishes, who is sung about like the peacock, who sings Keki, who dances with joy on seeing cloud-colored goddess Parvati, who likes to play in the garden of Vedanta, and who has a blue neck like the peacock. Sloka 54. I pray the blue-necked god who is like a peacock, whose glittering dance excels, dawn in the dusk, in the end of summer, with drum beats from the hands of Vishnu, like the thunder of the clouds, with the shifting sides of devas, like the bright changing lightning, with the happy tears from eyes of devotees, like the rainfall from the sky, and in front of goddess Parvati, who is like the peahen. Sloka 55. To whom who is the first, to whom who has great luster, to whom who is known by the Vedas, to whom who is possible to be known, to whom who is of the form of knowledge and happiness, to whom who is interested in saving the three worlds, to whom who is meditated on by all yogis, to whom who is sung about by devas, to whom who keeps illusion with him, to whom who is interested in a vigorous dance, to whom who has a matted lock, and to whom who is personification of good, are my prostrations. Sloka 56. To whom who is forever, to whom who is the soul of the Holy Trinity, to whom who won over the three cities, to whom who is the fame of Katyani, to whom who is personification of truth, to whom who was the first to have family, to whom who appears before mind of sages, to whom who created the three worlds by illusion, to whom who is at the end of all Vedas, to whom who enjoys dancing in the evening, to whom who wears the matted lock, to whom who is Lord Shambhu or Shiva, are my prostrations. Sloka 57. Always for filling my stomach and desirous of becoming rich, many I have contacted and have travelled without aim, but knew not service to you, O all-pervading one, O Lord of all beings, O Lord who wipes away sin of his devotees. Because of the good that I did in my previous birth, knew I that you are within all beings, and so I become fit to be saved by you. Sloka 58. The sun, the friend of the lotus, tearing the darkness, pervading in sky and earth, becomes visible to the eye. But you, having the luster of billions of suns, are not known to me. Alas, the darkness of ignorance surrounding me must be very dense. O Lord of all beings, remove all that darkness and become really visible to me. Sloka 59. O Lord of all beings, O consort of Goddess Gauri or Parvati, O all-pervading one, just like the swan desires the cluster of lotus flowers, just like the Chataka bird intensely longs for the blue dark cloud, Just like the Chakravaka bird longs for the sun, the lord of lotus flowers, and just like the Chakora bird longs for the moon every day, my mind longs for thine pair of lotus-like feet, which can be searched only by path of knowledge, and which bestows the bliss of emancipation. Sloka 60. Just like the man dragged by flood longs for the bank, just like the tired traveler longs for the tree shade, just like the one who is afraid of rain longs for a pleasant home, just like the traveling guest longs for the sight of hospitable householder, just like the poor longs for the charitable rich, just like the one terrified by darkness longs for the light, and just like one suffering from biting cold longs for the open fire, O my mind, you long for the lotus feet of Shambhu or Shiva, which removes all fears and phobias and gives pleasure. Sloka 61. Like the real seed progeny reaches for the mother Ankola tree, like the iron needle reaches for the lodestone, like the tender creeper reaches for nearby trees, like the river reaches for the sea, if the spirit of the mind reaches for the lotus feet of Pasupati or Shiva and stays there always, then that state is called devotion. Sloka 62. O Lord, the mother called devotion bathes with tears of joy and feels enthralled, dresses her using the clean and pure mind, feeds and fills up the belly she with the nectar of your stories, found in words at the tip of the conch-like vessel, protects her body with rudraksha or stone fruit and ash as amulets, and takes care of the devotee child placed in the cradle of your memory.
Hell is a place of immense suffering. Save yourself by making peace.
Happy viewers, we hope you have enjoyed today's program on Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is Protecting All Animal People, interview with Stephanie Moe, vegan, Humane Society International, part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May your noble deeds and words be forever blessed with heaven's everlasting grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.